Facts.
What's up, people? We got a good one. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Thank you guys for tuning on in. For those of you who do not know, I am the official news channel of the gig economy. We talk everything gig, no matter what type of 1099 it is. Make sure you go ahead and know that we are all doing the exact same thing. No matter if it's you're getting a signature to be signed for people to go ahead and vote. You got to be out there, do your thing. You're out there running it. You may have a team under you. You could be selling whatever it is. You're bringing in money, doing a 1099, then this channel is for you. We speak about everything that has to do with the gig. Thank you for tuning on in. Like I said, I'm Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Make sure you tune in to the podcast, Hot Facts with Robert Reese podcast, and one-on-one with Hot Facts, the interviews. Those are great. Tune into the boardroom also to get to know more about more of the gig content creators who are trying to help people out all over. Now, this right here, when I first came into doing the YouTube and coming in as the news channel, I have many stories and articles about drivers leaving their car doors open, keys in the car, cars running, all type of things. Also, delivery drivers getting robbed and everything else. It even got to the point to where I did an interview with the best dog training in the whole state of Texas, by way of Austin. Okay, Precision K9 fitness and instructions and dog training. Okay, Precision K9 dog training, instructions and all that go in with it. Got to the point to where I had them come on and I interviewed them. Go ahead and check out that interview. And we spoke about, safety. And since I'm in the gig world, I let them know that being in the gig world, people drive at night. Some may be women, some may be young teens, some may be like, 20 years old, male, female, no matter what, but they're out here trying to work. Some may not be used to driving graveyard shift. And a lot of these apps, they have people drive graveyard shift. And people are out there at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., out there when all the streets are quiet and you're out there all by yourself. Well, Precision K9 training, what they did was when I asked them the questions, they said, by all means, if you need a dog in your car to protect you, have a dog in your car. Now, they train everything, but Belgian Malinois are, those dogs are ridiculous, super great dogs that can help protect you. So a dog can be a deterrent, that you can actually, boom, have your dog go and attack someone. Someone comes up to your car, they see that dog, they think twice, okay? You got pepper spray, you got a knife, you got a gun, you got things to protect yourself. You may have one of those small Louisville slugger bats that you can fit in the palm of your hand and go bop somebody over the head. But this case right here, delivery driver was robbed out of $500. Now, it was a teen, okay? It was a teen who did the crime, who did everything. The driver, what they got from the driver was $500, the delivery order from the Asian restaurant, and I do believe like a couple more things, right? Okay. The delivery driver had $500 on them. Okay. If we are telling people that when we do Uber, Lyft, if we are doing these food deliveries, we don't carry cash, the delivery driver came up on $500. I don't know why the person was carrying $500. We know that we have people in the gig world that say that they carry $2,000 in cash every day. And they say, no one knows who I am. You're not going to find me. They don't know where I deliver at. That may be all true, but it doesn't matter. If they see you doing deliveries, and there's a lot of different scenarios where I have done articles and news stories and stuff. If you've been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reed from the jump, you already know. You know everything and why I stand on these things. They will come and find you. And we have people that look out and watch out for delivery drivers so that they can go ahead and get easy crimes. I put a video up of a delivery driver who was waiting in an area that was not all the way where he should. Guy from across the street comes up and asks him, do you know where you're parked at? Delivery driver said, I'm just here waiting for an order. He said, no, do you know where you're parked at? You can get killed and everything. They came across the street to talk to him. I put the video up. Those of you who have been watching me since day one, you know about the video. I put that up for driver safety. The white guy that was in the black hood, he was like, no. He did his thing and he got out of there quick. Everyone is not that lucky. Everyone is not that lucky. Everyone just can't leave. Now, this person robbed $500. Okay? $500 is what they were robbed for. Now, they still got away with their life, which is all the way good instead of going to the college. Yeah, it's trying to make me go do that big old loop thing. Give me one quick sec, peep. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna turn in here to the college right here. Well, I've done many of these, and it's crazy because we still have drivers that carry cash. And I know that DoorDash has the COD, the cash on delivery option. I want you guys to know that the people that are looking to commit these crimes watch the channels that we have out there. Okay? They watch the channels that we have out there. Meaning that if you have someone that is they can just type up gig economy news on YouTube, they can type up DoorDash videos, they can type up Uber Eats videos, they can type up all type of videos and see what we are talking about or what we are speaking about. It's at the Science and Technology. Yeah, that's the one right there. This is where they always pick it up from. Bam. Let me go ahead and pull in right here. Now we got people that with DoorDash that carry the money on them. And DoorDash, by all means, okay? DoorDash, by all means. I think the COD option should be taken away because now the people that are watching us do these videos are going to know that these drivers are carrying cash. Now, even though we are in our own cars, most of us don't have the DoorDash vehicle. I put up in one of my ride-alongs a long time ago. The guy has his whole car as DoorDash. He's a target. He is a target to get robbed because you're picking up from pizza places and everything else like that. And then check this out. You could be a gig tuber or just anyone out there flashing money on their videos, dancing in all the videos like Puff Daddy. And then guess what? You get robbed. You get robbed. Okay? You get robbed. Now, I was just on Chaotic Truth. Big shout out to him over there. Speaking about the Crumley issue, the parents getting charged for their children's crime. What if you have a teenager He rents a DoorDash account, which is illegal anyway, so the parents should get hit with that charge, right? He rents an account. He's going out doing deliveries in the parent's car. The parent don't know. He gets robbed. Take him to the police station. He lets them know everything. The parents are like, DoorDash? How do you have a DoorDash account? Kid says that he bought one, stole one. Well, the kid got robbed now. The parents are in charge because he committed fraud. That's crazy enough. We'll go ahead and get into a little bit of that later. But this delivery driver was in the building making breakfast before I get off today. Get it, Robert Reese. Thank you. Mic drop. BBQ. And in the words of my white guy that I watch his food, you better try it. He's in Louisiana, people. He says, let me learn you some of this. And he cooks. But you got to understand this. Delivery drivers, this driver, now you could be rideshare, Uber, Lyft. You can even be someone that rents a vehicle, okay? Someone that rents a vehicle like from the hire company. You're out there doing your thing. This delivery driver, people, was caught with $500 cash. He also stole the food that they were going to deliver. So he also fed himself while getting the bag. But if you are not a delivery driver that's aware of your surroundings, there is something wrong. I know that whenever I'm in a car like this, I'm at the college right now. We dropping off at the college right now. I know my wife talking about, man, I want to go back to school. I'm looking left and right because I don't know who may pull up on me. I just don't know who will pull up on me. We got rear views. We got these. You also have your own intuition. Okay? Your own intuition should keep you in a state of mind. Okay? Your intuition should keep, and look at the bus behind me, people. I was parked in a bus spot. Sorry. You want to go back to school? I told them you want to go back to school because you went to the college campus. She don't want to go back. She mad. Always about something. That's how women are. I'm telling you. But look, yep, exactly. The person that got and by the way, people, when you have your DoorDash bags, I know TFT, Pedro, and many of us have said this before, but if you have that DoorDash pizza bag, you do know that when you hold it up like this, not like you're holding a pizza, the handles right there make the base go flat, and then you have another bag. That's why Pedro was giving out the free bags and everything else like that. TFT mentioned that. We've all mentioned this, and we put it out there. So, you know, also make sure you have the other bags. I got the other bags with the 3 cup holders and stuff, the ones that I was giving out back then. We still got those. But also make sure that you can also use that bag as an extra one because it goes into a carrying device. Sam Lee is in the building. Mike Drop BBQ is here. Sam Lee says, let me see what Sam Lee says. Sam Lee says, no, we should not carry guns. All right, Sam. Well, let me tell you this, Sam. Let's say, Sam, you are and Sam, click the link. You always know you're welcome here. I like to hear your opinions out your mouth, so then I ain't got to read them like that because we all got to hear some of Sam Lee. Now, Sam Lee, think about this. You have a security guard card for yourself. You're an independent contractor, Sam. You have the right to carry while you are doing your business. Now, if you carry that, now, obviously, the best way to make that happen is if you try to LLC something and you doing your delivery so that you can carry no matter what. But if you carry, you can help yourself. Now, I don't mean carry illegally. I mean, you know, having the right to carry a concealed weapon. If you have the right to carry a concealed weapon, You have the right to defend yourself with the Second Amendment. Okay? You have the right to bear arms. Now, I have seen situations where drivers were shot. As far as me doing the news and the articles on them, drivers shot, drivers beat up, drivers jumped. Dash Bandicoot was one. Well, after he had lunch with Nova that Dasher, aka Nova Hustles, while after he got done having lunch with Nova Hustles, Dash Bandicoot, was in a restaurant and they tried to jack him for his chains and everything. And he said he was fighting in the bathroom in the restaurant for his life, pretty much. And because of what his charges were, he was not supposed to have a gun, but he still carried one on him anyway. And after he was tussling it and like all the other stuff, the gentleman who was trying to jack him for his chain saw the gun, ran out the bathroom. He said the restaurant did not call the police. He told them no and why. They know he's a delivery driver. He told them why they should not call the police. They did not do that. But if someone is actually able to carry in some of these areas, now we all know that Washington, D.C., from all the articles and I have done, if you've been watching me since day one, you know how many Washington, D.C. articles and stories and news clips I have done about all the crime that's going on out there. It was like almost every Friday and Saturday, there was like an average of 3 to 4 delivery drivers, getting jacked and have guns pulled on them. Okay. Not to mention everything else that goes on. We all know that you could be delivering in some of these areas. Now, you could be delivering in Compton. You could be delivering in Fort Worth in Texas, even though Fort Worth, Dallas area, Grand Prairie has a nice, rich area. You also got where, or you also have where it's the hood. Okay. You also have where it's the hood. You got Yellow Beezy out there. You got Oak Cliff. You have places where you drive around that are terribly, terribly tough. You got to drive around Stop 6. If you're in Texas, you may have to drive around Stop 6. You don't want to drive around Stop 6. You may be in Houston. You got to go through the 5th Ward. You may have to go through all that stuff while doing delivery, knowing that you could be set up. Remember back in the day when you would order pizza and you would call the one place that you thought was like the one that delivers to your home. And then when you call that place and they say, oh, we don't deliver there, you got to call this place. You know why? Their delivery drivers were being robbed. They were being jacked for the pizza. And remember, back then, there was no GPS. You had to go to the map before you did your delivery to look at the zip code and look at the streets and then have a Thomas guide or write the directions down so that you have them to look at when you're driving. That was before Garmin and GPS and all of that. So there were areas where the pizza man would not go. In the jungles in LA, Baldwin Village, the pizza man was not going inside there because he knew he was getting jacked, because he carried money. They made these delivery apps so people are paying through debit cards and things like that so that it limits the amount of robberies. Now, carjackings and things like that may happen. They may happen. I'm not talking about carjackings. I'm talking about how this teenager knew that this delivery driver was carrying $500 in cash and they were not able to protect themselves. Now, Sam, you walk around, Sam, and you're in a chat. You tell people that you walk around with $2,000 to $5,000 every day in cash on you. You may say that people don't know who you are, may not know any of this, but Sam, you take every order and you go to wherever it sends you to. Your acceptance rate shows that. You could actually end up going to a place, Sam, and they rob you. And not 500, they got you for 5 G's, Chief. They got you for 5 G's, Chief. Hustle man voice on Martin. They got you for 5 G's, Chief. What you want, I got it. If I got it, it's good. And if you don't think I got it, and I'll go and get it for you because the getting is good, Chief. They go get you for 5 G's, Chief. Now, Sam, you Asian. You could be driving through a normal spot, but they may think by the way you look and how you doing your thing, and how you speak with your Oakland twang, they made the other Asians out there. You might run into somebody from the Suicidal Boys, Asian Boys, watching. You may run into somebody from Westminster from the Dragons, and they just don't like you. And they go in there and tap them pockets, tap, 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 while they're holding big ass guns at you. They didn't see you come around here. They didn't see you go into the local mall. You don't know they're in there watching you. They seen you pull out them 5 racks to go buy something. They go follow you. They don't know what you do, but you're a delivery driver. They're seeing you make frequent stops. Now they're going to see at what stop do they make because they're telling you, or are you going to be wary of your surroundings? Once they see you dropping you by yourself, cha-ching! Welcome to Cash Cab. Welcome to Cash Cab, people. Those of you who don't know that show, Cash Cab, you know, the lights go on up all over the top and it's Cash Cab. It's Cash Cab. They're following the Cash Cab. Now, people say that drivers should not carry guns, but I do believe that a driver should be allowed to carry a weapon. And if you have the proper licensing, that you can carry that weapon. That should be what you should do. Now, most people have said, no, do not, do not, do not, do not carry a gun. You'll put yourself in more danger than what you thought. Leave a comment on that, people. I will be right back. Okay. I got to run into the men's room. Eli says the boys' room. I'm running into the men's room. Be right back. Hang tight. Listen to Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hot facts.
Gotcha. Back. Carry these guns. Sam Lee. Stop carrying all that cash, man. Stop carrying all that cash around, man. We don't want to see you on the news. We don't want to see you on the news, Sam. So check this out.
Hey, hot facts of robbery, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
All right, that was station identification for Hot Facts. Make sure if you guys have a channel, make sure you guys do pause for your station identification. Let the people know what they are watching. Now, Sam Lee says San Jose has the most Asian gangs. They have a whole lot of them, man. You from up there, man. They have a whole lot. But just imagine, Sam, just imagine. There are areas where, you know, if I get a delivery and I see that it's going to take me there, I'm looking on the map on the deliveries. I'm looking there. I'm not going to take that order, G. I had to do an order on the west side of Riverside, right? The west side Rivas over there are NK. For those of you guys who don't know, they have NK on the wall for nigger killer. The gangs are highly racial and prejudiced. They have NK on the wall. Now, while I was over there, I was taking an order. You go up like 5-6 streets, and you are not in their territory, in their zone. It's like regular people live there. But it told me that my drop-off for the stacked order, I had a double order on Uber Eats. They told me that it was going like to the same place. So I clicked on it. I accepted it. Little did I know when I found out, I had to come back into the West Side Reefers Hood where it got NK all on the wall. Now I'm like, man, I'm a delivery driver. I'm good. My slang, how I know how to mix in and speak with the community and everything else there, I'm all the way good. When I got to the street, right? I got to the street. I'm getting in front of the house. Now I'm looking to see where the address is, right? Now when I'm doing that and I pull in front of the house, it's 3 people in the front yard, 3 essays in the front yard. Hey, my boy. Hey, my boy, if you in California people, Southern California, the Serranos will say, hey, my boy. They call the black dudes, hey, my boy. Oh, you want to go this way? They say, hey, my boy. Hey, my boy. They say, hey, my boy, and hey, my boy means a black dude. Now, back in the day, it used to be so racial that they would say, hey, mayate. Now, if y'all know what that means, y'all come down here. You know what I'm saying? They say that stuff. I'm going through, and he says, hey, my boy, do you know where you're at? You know what I said? I said, I know exactly where I'm at. I'm an Uber Eats driver. They order pizza. I'm guessing it's going for the party in the back. Oh, my boy, you good this time? You good this time? You good this time? Don't come back to tonight. That's what they said. That's what the essay said. Now, I'm from out here. I know what that means. Even though I'm dropping off the pizza, it's still NK on the wall. Because of how I look and how I got to communicate with them, they know that there's something else there. So they know I know a little bit more, but that's why I said I know exactly where I'm at. I didn't say no, I don't know where I'm at, because they would have knew I was lying. And guess what? When I would have dropped that pizza off, they would have thought that I had cash and they would have coming after me. It's how you handle yourself too that can keep you away from situations. I'll let them know. I know exactly where I'm at. The craziest thing is, once you leave downtown Riverside, I'm talking about all the way downtown where the university is, where the courthouse is, and everything else there, where I go into those rich areas and do all that stuff, it's literally right there. It's right there. You go on the other side of Mission, take that to where it goes from that, it goes to the other side, you're in WSR, Hood, West Side, Rivas, Rubidoux area, you are over there now. They own all of that. Do you know how many delivery drivers have been robbed and jacked over there, but ain't nobody went ahead and said nothing? You know why they haven't said nothing? They ain't trying to get put on TV, man. They ain't trying to do any of that. And at the same part, that's why I knew it would switch. Here we go. At the same part, they like, man, I ain't trying to get killed. I don't want to be looked at like no snitch, no nothing. No nothing. No nothing. If you have a gun in that situation, it would be smart not to pull it out because there's more guns that they got on you than you got on them. But if you are in an isolated situation, I feel all the way that the delivery drivers should be able to, you should. We're in America, we can have guns. Have it. If you don't have it, have something that can do some damage also. Don't carry fake guns now. You carry a fake gun and they pull a real gun out on you, then what do you got? I got a video clip of these guys playing jokes and trying to talk about, oh, I want your chain, and his buddy's in the back. And he takes his buddy's chain, and the guy in front thinks he's talking about him, but he got a guy watching him with a gun. He comes up and takes their chains and everything they got. They're saying it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. He said, I don't care about none of that. Give me everything you got on camera. Prank going wrong. So don't carry fake guns. If you can't shoot yours and it do something, don't carry it. I do know a pellet gun might be able to pierce some skin or do some stuff, but don't carry fake guns. Don't carry fake guns. And if you do want to carry a fake gun, always have 911 on speed dial. Don't do the OnStar. Say, hey, OnStar, send the police. I'm getting shot. No. It don't work like that. Go do all that. Chances are it's going to be time up. Now think about this. Remember the 9/11? They flew the plane and everything. Look at her, not even one. Or him. I'm not finna wait at this light. I'm gonna go in your way to go see it, then turn it into. When 9/11 happened, and people like the plane that was trying to crash like Pittsburgh or something, they were like, how'd that plane crash? The people in that plane were fighting. They didn't just get hijacked. They were fighting. Real Talk with Roy. Gig World. Regular employee, but Gig World employee also. Real Talk with Roy has a gun. He shows it on camera every now and then. You know what he says? The other day he had a said, just got home and he come in here, let me take out my pistol. He's talking about his gun. He's in Vegas. Y'all think Vegas is all glitz and glamour. Leave right off the strip from Vegas and what it is. Gang, theft, everything. My sister lives in Vegas. Her husband, Q. They live in Vegas. He does music out there and stuff like that. They're in Vegas. Roy carries a gun in Vegas. Q carries a gun in Vegas. My sister does DoorDash in Vegas. Q does it with her. Another couple that does it. They do DoorDash in Vegas, and Q carries a gun. Now, a lot of people may say that DoorDash drivers or Uber Eats or Lyft drivers or Uber drivers should not carry guns because a lot of the drivers out there are driving illegally, meaning you could be an immigrant, you could be someone that's a felon who can't get a job, but you rented an account and you were carrying a gun while on delivery. Here's what we do know. When you get pulled over by most police officers, if you tell them you were doing a DoorDash or Uber Eats, the first thing they ask you, well, after you let them know that, they say, what do? You say, I'm doing a delivery, I'm doing a DoorDash, Uber Eats. They automatically, or you're doing a food delivery. You're like, yeah. Here's what they say right after that. Can you show me your screen? You know why Uber added that screen to where you can show it to the police? So it shows that you're actually on the order for this right here. The police will say, can you show me your screen? You show them the screen. They say, hang tight, we'll be right back. And then they go ahead and let you go. That's normally what happens when you have an order and you're dealing with the police. That's what happens. They'll go ahead and let you know. But let's say you are someone that you get pulled over by the police. You're doing your delivery work, right? You're acting funny. You know you're not supposed to have that gun, and you're acting funny, fidgety, moving around, you got it right here. You try to tuck it down. He's like, why are you moving your hands? Like, oh, I was trying to take my seatbelt off because I'm stopped. Do you want me to leave it on? You got to come up with a lie, just like that on the spot. He'll say something like, oh, yeah, it's okay. You take off your seatbelt. You use two hands. Take off your seatbelt with the other hand, push it down, get it on up. While he sees this hand right here, you can go ahead and hide that if you have to. I'm just saying, hypothetically, that's what you can do. He'll go ahead and bam. But if he thinks you're acting funny, like, guess what'll happen? Sir, can you step out the car? Say, why? It's a traffic stop. I've not committed a crime. Well, you seem to be reaching around and doing other things. That makes suspicion count. He pulled you for one thing, he was going to let go, but you're doing other things that he's noticing. So now it's suspicion. Now he pulls you out, you're not supposed to have one, you're going to jail, or don't get their food. The officer might drop it off. I put videos up of police officers dropping off the food once they arrest someone. That has happened. I show those, but the customer don't get it, you're going to know, and you are not supposed to have them. My thing is, if you know that you can get robbed and you can't have a gun, why get into that line of work? If you can have a gun legally, licensing, and business, then by all means carry that thing to protect yourself. All I'm saying is this: no driver should be out there having $500 in cash on them. You don't get $500 in tips. People that give you tips are not asking, do you have change? When you're driving people around, you're not supposed to have change because they can rob you. You're not supposed to have that. Just have your card. If they want a car, let them take your car. Your car is insured. That's what you have it for. Take the car. Let them take the car. Go and call instantly. Put that tracking device on, and then you're good. Oh no, what? 375 for 1 point. A lot of you can say no, but we've been sitting for a little too long, except right there. Oh no, the typical plates are at least $12 to $15, which means with service fees, the customer is paying at least $20-something for the order. Like Flex and Pedro and all that have said all this other stuff, look at how much they're spending and then take the order too. Well, then they would have taken that one. Here's where you get in trouble. See, Sam Lee, click the link, man. Don't you, Sam, click the link. What you saying? Sam said $500 Sam said $500 is chump change, but she was a woman. Oh my goodness. Sam, click the link. Explain this. Golly G. Golly G. Carrying 2,000, Sam, to 5,000 is not smart. What if you lose 5,000? What you gonna say? Sam says that robber was stupid. He lived around the corner. Yes. 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 But most people that do these dumb things are stupid, Sam. They are stupid. They are stupid. Have you ever seen the show America's Dumbest Criminals? America's Dumbest Criminals says it all. Says it all. All the way. It says it all. All the way. But damn, Sam. Damn. I want to thank everyone for watching Hot Facts. Yesterday we did another like 7,500 views. Day before was 5,000 something people. We do it every single day. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you to everyone that's been watching me from the jump. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to Pedro DoorDash Santiago for the fact that a lot of his shorts and his videos and the live streams have been taken from myself, the DoorDash Revolution, TFT, and other people that we have been speaking about things. I give a shout out to him for taking our ideas and saying that I'll use it here and we'll go ahead and talk about this. Thank you so much for doing that, because the credit goes into where it is. And also, people, my live stream yesterday was about DoorDash helping drivers save from deactivation, but Torp did pop in. Torp did pop in. And when Torp popped in, it went to Torp mode. When Torp popped in, it went to Torp mode. I got Sam Lee in the building. Because Sam, people, you got to understand. Sam talks in the chat. Well, I know Sam has something to say. So it's better to hear him on the mic than getting it through the chats. Now, Sam, let me know about this, about the, the $500 is chump change and she was a woman. Let me know about that, Sam.
Yeah, like, dude, $500, dude. Even if that was a job, dude, she could have just went to the bank and grabbed another 500 and act like nothing happened, And what's it called? Like Bitcoin goes down by a couple $1,000 and we got some money in Bitcoin, we might lose $500 like that, But yeah, women get robbed more, Like you always see a woman getting their purse snatched and stuff. You never hear a man getting his purse, even wallet snatched. Like they'll never make the news. Man gets a wallet snatched. It's something about purse snatching and a woman getting robbed that shit makes the news more, If a man get robbed, they're like, oh, whatever, he's a man.
Yeah, but a lot of these men are wearing the Merces, the man purse, the small one that fits around the shoulder that's right up under you. Men got something that they carry right there so that you ain't gonna be able to get to it. Women want to walk around with a giant tote bag that costs too much money, giant tote bag or something that hangs real low that's easily accessible. You see, the men purses, which I don't wear one. I don't suggest a man to have a purse, but at least the straps are shorter underneath so that it sits like right under your biceps when you're walking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that man purse shit was like for those thugs, man, because there was the carrying a gun on them was too like bulky, or if they had like thousands in cash in their pocket, it was too bulky. So when they had those purses and shit, it kind of made it so less like suspicion on them, Like, dude, regular men don't be wearing that shit,
Yeah, we don't be wearing that, Sam. Sam, yeah. Us regular men don't be wearing the man purse and all that other stuff, but you got men out there that carry the man purse and they have it. Now they have it because they have a pouch right underneath where their hand can go in to pull the gun out though. That's why the man purse is right there. So even if they got a jacket on, they can go ahead and pull it out, or they can wear that purse inside the jacket and then pull it out. Like, let me go ahead and get my wallet, like that pocket inside your jacket, but they're going for the gun. They don't make that for the women at all. They make the women be able to get robbed. I do agree with that.
Yeah, I don't even see people in the hood doing that. That seemed like those rapper entourage, because rappers, they always have like their entourage. Everyone in their entourage has a gun on them, and yeah, that's the only time you really see people. Even if you're in the hood somewhere, dude, people don't be wearing those purses like that.
Right. But look, let's say delivery drivers, right? Let's say you're a delivery driver, and when you do deliveries, first of all, most delivery drivers are going to be wearing flat shoes, maybe some running shoes, something that you can get loose in, something else like that. You're not going to be out there like I'm trying to go out, like someone invited me to a party or something. I'm going out doing deliveries. Most delivery drivers don't dress like that and any of that. So for a delivery driver to have someone look at them and say that I know you got it. Something about that person was showing that they have it and they were not protecting themselves. What do you think about that, Sam?
Nah, I think that when you're talking about this video you just dropped right now, I think that guy, he was 15. I don't think he knew what he was doing. He was just, delivery guy. And we don't know, was that lady, did she work for that restaurant, or was she a DoorDash? I think she worked for that restaurant, so maybe
No, it was a delivery driver picking up from that restaurant. That's what it was.
She was a DoorDash
It was a delivery driver picking up from that restaurant. But you got to think, Sam, like I can go to the hood right now. This dude's getting put on the hood at 9, 10, 11 years old. They got guns. At 15, they've already did like a year or two in juvie. They already did their thing. They already robbing and stuff. They already know what the crime is. They are all the way from the set. They are all the way brainwashed to do what they're going to do. At 15 years old, at 15, he got 2 more years of high school before he's completely grown. You don't think the guys he's hanging around with, the older dudes who are getting him to go ahead to do this stuff or letting him know? He already knows, man. At 15, he already knows what he's doing. He robbed the delivery driver, which means you have to sit and check the delivery driver out and be scoping the scene to go get him. 15, Sam. 15 is not like 1925, Sam. Because back then, 15-year-olds was shooting guns and 15-year-olds was having kids and getting married, having guns and shooting. So now 15-year-olds are like, we crazy.
The cops, if you get robbed, dude, they're not even gonna investigate. They'll just be like, oh shit. But this case, it seemed like they was on his ass, dude. They charged him as an adult. They followed the security cameras.
Look at this delivery driver throwing stuff over the fence for the kid. He knows exactly who I am. Hold up. That's why he looked at me. He ain't supposed to be doing that. He gonna get caught, see? He's looking left and right to see if the police don't see him. Throw the shit over the fence for the kid that he's dropping off to. People don't go to high schools and do that. If it says no, skip that order. That's what your acceptance rate is for. The school can get you deactivated. They're gonna tell the kid, tell his parents, and the kid will tell on you. Show your phone. Show it was you. The school will get you deactivated. Quit doing that. That's what the guy saw who I was and like, oh, that's the driver HotFacts. And now he's looking left and right to see if he get caught. Come on now. At least he ain't gonna get robbed at a high school though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna get robbed at a high school, but you can get robbed, Sam. No, you can get robbed, man. What do you think about the cash on delivery that DoorDash offers? That DoorDash offers.
Oh,
what do you think about that?
Yeah, I do them, and I do them every day. They're pretty good.
Now you do them every day. How many of those do you do?
Probably like 1 or 2 per day. I've done some in San Bernardino before, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever feel like I'm in danger. Sometimes I'm like looking over my shoulder a little more, but I never feel like somebody's like on my ass. Like I'm being followed or some shit. Like that. That has never happened.
Yeah, but you said you're looking over your shoulder a little more. That's what I'm saying. If you gotta look over your shoulder a little more, it just depends on what night it is, what day it is, what block you're on. You could be in a California Gardens block. They go take your shit. They go take it. If it's a bunch of them out there hanging and chilling, oh yeah, they go try to take your shit. One person on the street, you'll get away with. You know what I mean? Multiple is different. So San Bernardino,
they know the delivery driver. They'll be like, "Hey, he's just a delivery driver, man."
yeah, you get that, and that's why I was giving my story about the west side of Riverside and on the Rubidoux area with the west side Rivas. I'll let them know, hey, I got the pizza. It's for the party in the back. But still, he said, do you know where you're at? He said, my boy, do you know where you're at? I told him, I know exactly where I'm at. I'm taking the pizza to the back, whoop, 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 but they got NK, nigger killer on the wall. You know what I mean? But I was a delivery guy, so they gave me a pass. But they told me don't come back no more tonight. You see what I mean? Now, San Bernardino is the hood. You got rich parts, but you got the hood. In San Bernardino, like, I'm cool driving there in the daytime. I'm all the way cool driving there in the daytime and stuff like that, when school's in and stuff like that. But in San Bernardino, G, when it gets to a certain part at night, I'm not driving through there. First of all, I'm not from there. I wear certain hats all the time that the guys around there is rival gang hats. But I'm wearing my normal hats. I'm not gonna go around there to get hit up. I got cousins from hoods over there, but my cousins ain't with me in the car. They don't know any of that. Shoot first, ask questions last. That's how they roll.
Yeah, I don't know. Daytime, I feel like there's more people out, like staring in your car in San Bernardino. Nighttime, I feel more chill at nighttime. But the liquor store, dude, you always get liquor deliveries from that one liquor store. I think it's a Bloods area or something, because I always see people saying blood and wearing red and shit. But
yeah, the Magnolias, over by the Magnolias, the Magnolia hood, yeah, in the squiggly lanes.
7-Eleven over there. Yeah, it's by like
yeah,
like West Baseline. Yeah, the whole West Baseline is bad.
Yeah, West Baseline is bad, and then check this out, where the Gardens is at. They say case line. So all right there. Then you got the Verdugos. You got the Verdugos and all them. Like that is a baseline all around there. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. But see, that's where you got to know your area. You got to know your market. But I got to ask you this, Sam. Why do you think a driver carrying a gun would be bad?
Oh man, because dude, whatever you're gonna lose in a robbery, dude, you might end up in a hospital. You might get bullet holes in your car. You might hit an innocent person. Like, a lot of the time you think like, oh shit, I defended myself. It was worth it. But then it end up costing more than losing whatever you lost, like $500 or,
Yeah, but what if you lose? What if you lose your life, Sam? What if you lose your life just because they were gonna do it anyway?
I mean, I don't think, dude. There's only like a small percentage of dudes that are willing to give up their life like that. I think they would more likely, like if they're gonna catch a murder charge, they might as well like kill a rival gang member than to just kill a random civilian. But there are those people out there that just want to kill a random civilian, you know. But that's not the majority. Like if they're doing an armed robbery, 90% of the time they're just trying to, you know, get a couple bucks, not even thousands. They're just trying to get like 200 bucks or some shit.
So you say no guns.
Yeah, you don't even you really don't really need a gun.
Damn.
Maybe in some places like maybe like in Chicago or some shit. But look, Necro's out there in Chicago. You never hear Necro saying, "Oh, I feel like I'm in danger. I need a gun or something." He's out there every day.
Yeah, but you never know. Look, there was a there was a video I watched, and guys were talking about that, you know, how scary delivery driving is, to where you can just go deliver to someone's house and end up that you're going there and you'll get shot and killed just by going to drop it off. You don't even know. You're going to a door and then you get shot and killed. Where's it going to? Capriati's.
Yeah, like what's his name? Bobby. He's in New Orleans. New Orleans got like the highest murder rate. And what's his name? Pedro. Pedro's in St. Louis, man. You never hear Pedro's like, "Oh man, I feel like I'm in danger."
Yeah, but Pedro ain't gonna be going to the hood, Sam. Pedro ain't gonna be going to the hood, Sam. He's scared. He ain't gonna be going to the hood. Have you been watching his videos? He's going back to old terrible Pedro again, and that terrible Pedro is not gonna take his ass to the hood. No, he's not. He's not going to the hood at all. He's not, because he don't fit in there. He's not. He ain't going to the hood. Pedro is going to where he knows to go. Semi downtown, semi uptown, where they built it up to where it's, you know, to where it's like that. Pedro is not going, G. Pedro is not going to the hood. And if he is, I would like him to show. That's why Pedro don't do ride-alongs with showing the camera on the outside. No one does that. And for all you guys doing that, doing the ride-alongs like that we have all said is trash for over 2.5 years, people, that's not how you make great content. Just talk over that. That's not what it is. That's why everyone that's been watching Reach from the Jump knows when I said I'm not doing ride-along videos or live stream ride-alongs to where you were just watching the outside. There's no information and it's boring and those channels don't grow. So anyone doing that thinking you're gonna grow, good luck. Good luck. You're not gonna grow like that, people. You want to hear and see people get up here and talk about situations that you will be in. You know what I mean? We got delivery drivers that just show the outside and they never talk about real issues that may happen to you while on delivery. You can only do that if you want to talk about that stuff. Let's go ahead and get that straight. I'm answering comments and everything in one time without saying the person's name. So if they're watching, when they watch the replay, they'll understand. They'll understand. But Sam Lee said that, man, in the hood, you know, delivering the hood, there's a lot of people like me that can deliver in the hood, that know how. I deliver in the hoods I know that I can deliver in. I don't go to random hoods and just go start doing deliveries. Heck no. We're in random cars that most of the people that they're doing Lyft or Uber, they'll have something up there. Like I gave away the neon lights to put up there for drivers. I've given those out so that they are visible at night when they're pulling up. I used to have mine sitting up there. Had to get another one. It ended up broken, but I got to get another one of those to put that thing there. You got to make sure you have to make sure that you are visible so that you are not going to get robbed. If they know exactly what you do and who you are when you are going in, chances are you'll keep yourself from getting robbed. But you don't know who is on drugs. You don't know who just got way too drunk. You don't know who took the PCP. You don't know who's on heroin. You don't know who's on Sherm. You don't know any of that. You don't know any of that stuff. So there is still a big risk. There's still a big risk. There's a lot of women that do graveyard shift driving. A lot of you guys do it safely, but you better make sure you have a dog or some pepper spray on you. You better make sure. pepper spray is so good that even if a little bit gets around, you go bring it in. You know what I mean? Even if a little bit gets around, you go bring it in. I think the driver safety is something that we need to be speaking about because, and I think drivers end up doing this themselves too. Okay? I think drivers end up doing this themselves too. Simply because if you are a driver and you're carrying all that cash, duh. Or put it like this, you're a driver, you're going to a burger stand, you're trying to get some lunch. You go in your pocket and you like, oh, and someone sees all that cash on you. You take out the 20 you need, put it all back in your pocket. Someone there at the outside spot is already watching. You are about to be followed. I think some drivers want to show off like they are doing a whole lot more, and then bad things happen. That's what I think also. If you feel that way, leave a comment. That's what I feel. We're going to do a little bit of pause for station identification. Let's go ahead and get it in.
What's up, guys? You're watching HotFacts with my dad, Robert Reese.
Facts with Robert Reese.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Man, I wear hot facts, man, with my boy Robert Reed, man. It's past the dark, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Get them facts.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You are watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, y'all? We watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Me out, check, check, me out, check, me out, check, check, me out, check, me out, check, check, me out, check, 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 me out, check, 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 me out, check, me out, check, check, me out, check, me out, check, check.
All right, now you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and do everything else you got. There's a lot of channels out there that are speaking about some of the things that we speak about here on Hot Facts. I know that yesterday, Kim signed Money Plans, and it's it was our second episode with Zach Drives Fast, and it's about the hustle and money and everything else there. But they were going over an issue that was speaking about our drivers causing the problems. We have already covered that on Hot Facts. Pedro did something else like that. So the piggyback is coming down from the news channel. I want to thank all of you guys for paying attention and speaking about the topics that I bring up, because these are the ones that you should be doing. So I thank you guys. And people, go ahead and check out. It was episode number 2. It was Zach Drives Fast and Kim Side Money Plans. I went on the DoorDash Revolution. I was inside the chat. Let him know that they were talking about the same thing that we spoke about. He was like, yep, good. Let's get more to speak about this thing. So people, you know, the more the merrier. The more the merrier, everyone. Make sure you get it all in and give credit, give credit for where you're getting it from. Now, I do want to also say this, that we are still having to take a picture of the receipt and everything else. That's what DoorDash is doing in our area here, to make sure that the customer is getting exactly what they ordered. If they are doing this in your area, leave a comment. If there's 1, there's 10. If there's 10, there's 100. If there's 100, there's 1,000. Everyone that's going to be watching this on a repeat, you got to go ahead and ask yourself, should drivers carry guns and ammunition? When I mean guns and ammunition, should they carry guns and ammunition? They're 2 separate orders? Yes. 2 separate orders, Capriati's. Should drivers carry guns and ammunition? Now, you all know that we have people that have said that, you watch these channels and the women do the deliveries by themselves, and people have said, well, you guys got it good. Emilia knows that you're gonna be there with her even at night. Hell yeah. Ain't nobody finna roll up on my wife and do some weird shit. I'm sorry, G. I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. Ain't no way in the world she gonna be going to, because you don't know, the money might be good, They say, well, look at this order, but they don't realize where they're going. Ain't no way in the world because the money good and I'm not there. She gonna take an order at night. That's gonna lead to a certain area. Yeah, right. Not gonna happen. Where's this going to?
Alessandro.
Okay, Alessandro on what?
Can I look?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. You can look. I'm just asking you. All right, now it must be close to that time. Must be, people. You got to understand. Anyone, no rudeness. Anyone that's married knows that when that time comes, that's what's gonna happen. Trying to get here to this order. We got 2 of them now. Now, see, another thing. Let's say you're a delivery driver, right? Let's say someone, it's like, you don't know if they have a gun or not. They are trying to rob you, right? They want to rob you. And you act like you're Superman because you're upset. You will get yourself shot over nothing. What if your order, you were just dropping off an order that was like $3.80 for 0.6 miles? Hey, G, take this food here. Let them take it. If they want your car, let them take your car also. Let them take your car. Call customer support. Customer support will go ahead and do the thing. At that same time, a lot of you guys carry multiple phones. Your phone does not have to be on to dial 911. That is an automatic number that is never shut off. Call 911, you do all that. They'll ask you for this and that. Then you got to get on the phone with your insurance and all that. It's all going to happen all at the same time, pretty much. But at the same time, you guys got to also understand that give it to them. Don't let them just, hey, look, I'm sorry. I know you like what you have and everything else there. When you realize you don't have the stuff that you need to keep it after you call the authorities, hey, don't fight for it to die. I'm serious. Don't fight for it to die. You know how like and Good Looking For, aka also known as Uber Jeep AZ, also known as Mike Drop Barbecue. He popped in here earlier, said what's up and everything. Okay. Let me see. Much respect there. You know how the rideshare and Uber and Lyft and all these people out there, have you seen the vehicles that say that there's a camera on board? They put that there for security reasons. So if someone's going to be getting in the car, their faces already have been on camera with them stepping in. I've seen cars that have the cameras, the small ones that point outside to see all around the car to see who was going to be stepping inside their vehicle. They have that. Does that work and does that deter or detour someone from wanting to commit a crime? I do believe it does. Scare tactics. If you are a delivery driver, maybe you should have, you know how people that don't have kids, they'll put that baby on board sticker on the back so people drive safe around them? Same thing. If you have the placards on your vehicle that say that, there's cameras here, it could deter someone from even doing anything because they already know that they're on camera. Now, you can go by cameras that pick up facial recognition. Have you guys gone into like a convenience store and you walk through the cameras and you look up and see yourself walk through and it has the red and the green squares around you? Well, that device has facial recognition. So if the apps are using facial recognition, that means that the criminal system, they're using it too, airports and everything else. Someone goes in there, it screens up on their face, you go ahead and see all that, give it to them, they can figure out who it is. So if you have a camera like that on your vehicle, shining on the outside where it picks up the face, that could be a deterrent. That could be a deterrent at all times. So if you don't want a gun, you don't want pepper spray, you don't want a stun gun, You don't want a knife. You don't want a baseball bat, billy club. You don't want any of that. I suggest you have your car lit up visibly and have the cameras pointing to the outside so that someone knows this is dangerous right there for people like that. Gee whiz. Dang. Look at how close he would have been right here. It's crazy. Make sure you do all that. Every time. Until they fix this, they put a detour up there. I'm just going to do a U-turn. Because then I got to go all the way up to Paris or to Kitching, then come all the way back around, then up Cactus, just to be right here. And that's against OSHA standards. He ain't supposed to be driving the forklift down a dirt road. His forklift could have slid all the way down the road. OSHA standards. That's not safe right there. If they were watching that, that's a huge ass fine. I'm gonna go up and do a U-turn. They say don't make no left turn here. At nighttime, I ain't gonna lie. 11 to 10:30 at night, ain't no cars coming. I might just go ahead and do it. We have a below here, the dotted, so where you can make a left turn. If it doesn't say no U-turn, you can all the way do a turnabout, make that turn, and I am not about to be doing all of that other stuff. Yep. And Eli, and Eli, I'm gonna tell you this too. What are you doing? Oh, you did that. You threw my stuff out on accident. What'd you do that for? People. Gee whiz. Well, women do that too, people. And Eli, I'm gonna give you a suggestion. You gotta turn that up so I can hear it. Eli, I'm gonna give you a suggestion. Now I gotta do another U-turn. Brodia, I might be able to come up through this street right here. Let me see. I might not have to do all that. I may be able to come up right here. Yep. One more street. I got saved. I got lucky. That is a damn shame right there. Well, it works like that. Now, Eli, I'm going to get back to you. It seems like you had a big issue with Torp yesterday. He was on my show. One of the biggest things with Torp is, Eli, is he said it yesterday, you know, you shouldn't be trying to do these shows with Don. It's not gonna work out to where you can do it. And like this, like let's say I want to do a live show and do everything, and I wouldn't be able to do it. It'll mess up my show because we wouldn't be able to. And when you're not able to, you have to tell people that I have to push the time back and do all that stuff. So it makes it so that you can't do your show. And Eli, quit telling people your show starts at a certain time and you start an hour later. You cannot do that either. So when you were like, I would want to do a show with Robert, you know how I let you slide by coming in late every single time? Dang, they got construction over everything right here. You know, you came in late every single time. You would have to be on time for that stuff too. I wouldn't allow you to do that because I would have to do an extra 10 to 15 minutes to wait on you to get inside for you to say, I'll be over in 15 minutes. I'm telling people about the show. All you got to do is just share it on the community post. What's this, 05? That's all you would have to do. So there's a lot that you would have to do. Being punctual is one. Being on time and all that other stuff is another. So you got to go ahead and get all that stuff straight. Okay? And that's how it goes. That's why people, when you start your channels, get your channel started with you doing it all by yourself, and everybody else got to fall in line with what you do. Okay? Now I'm back to this gun. I would like to ask Eli about this also. I would like to ask Eli what he feels. I would like to ask Eli what he feels about this gun thing and delivery drivers. Eli said that he is still part of the gig economy And since he is part of the gig economy, I would like to ask Eli, what does he think about delivery drivers? Okay. What does he feel about delivery drivers carrying guns? I would like to ask Eli that. So it's a good topic. He said he has not left the gig world. So since Eli has not left the gig economy, I would like to know what he feels about, delivery drivers carrying guns. And also, he was reading a Reddit post, and I'm going to sign off of here because on this account, I only got like 20 more minutes of StreamYard left. I'm going to hop on to the other one. He was going over a Reddit thing of someone saying that they're in their mid-30s. They're in their mid-30s and they're with someone, and the person said that, I want you to help with half of the expenses and things inside the house. Eli tried to go and twist it and say that he said that he wants you to make exactly what he makes. That's not what he said. And then also Eli brought up situations that made no sense about, I think someone's doing this for divorce. And if you have kids, he has never had any kids. He's never been divorced. And I also want to speak to him about, he says that he meets women online on dating apps and websites. He does not meet women in person. I would like to know why he doesn't have the confidence to meet women in person and why he does it online. And if you don't have kids and you've never been married, you never meet someone in person to where you can give advice on, what gives you the right to give the advice on that? I would like to go over that also. And I'll be doing that in about 30 minutes because I only got like 20 minutes left on this account for StreamYard before I switch on to the next. When I switch on to that one, I'm going to be going over that. Do confident masculine men only date online? And go over the rest of what he spoke about. When the gentleman said that, he already has everything. He said for you to pitch in and help with half of the household stuff. She's upset because she says, I help with chores. We got to understand, people. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. That's not, you can't think that when you grow up as a kid to grow up, oh, well, I want to live like this and someone's going to do it because that's the way it is. We got to talk about that. Eli was talking about stuff that he knows nothing about. He knows nothing about, Eli knows nothing about being married. He knows nothing about meeting people in person. He knows nothing about that. And what he tells people, like how he tells J. Ram and them, he says that his family, they have a trust. He does not work because they have a trust. He's paying John's things because of the trust and the money that comes in every month that he gets. He doesn't work for any of that. That's what Eli does. So Eli doesn't know nothing about what he's talking about. He knows nothing about being married. He knows nothing about even doing any of that, but he has the nerve to speak about it. So I am going to be speaking about that in just a little bit. So we're done with this one here. I'll see you guys in a bit.